Hello and welcome back to Strongwoman High's Dash. Life is a mishmash. Today we have a very special guest, another one from the US of A. We've got Meg Davies joining the pod, another pro lightweight strongwoman and world record holder. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
No problem at all. Thanks for being on, mate. So, do you want to give everyone a little bit of an elevator pitch, brief introduction, who you are, what you're all about?
I hate that. Yeah, cool. I'm Megan, formerly known as Latte. But got married this year, so I got a new surname. Um,
Hell yeah.
I'm a strong woman. I don't know. I like lifting heavy things. I really like rocks. I also have the excuse that I'm autistic, so like I can say I like rocks, and people aren't like, "You're weird." I'm like, "Yes, I am. Real weird." Um, yeah. I don't know.
When did you start? How long have you been training for?
I started Strongman in 2019. So like just before the pandemic. I had lived in
Time.
New Zealand. I was in Christchurch for like 6 months. And at that point I was going to like an Anytime Fitness to stay, I'll admit it, skinny. I was in like the throes, like one of the lowest points of an eating disorder, and I was going to Anytime Fitness. Joined this gym because it had like colorful things on the outside. And it was the first time I saw a log. And I was like, what's that blue thing? And she was like, it's a log. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So I asked her to like coach me for 6, 8 weeks and let me touch these things. And then within like 6 months, I had broken majority of the New Zealand records. And I was like,
Hell
okay,
yeah.
I could be good at this. And then the pandemic hit.
Oh. Goddamn pandemic.
Yeah. So yeah, 2019 didn't actually start. I did nationals 2019, and then the world shut down, and then we didn't really do anything in New Zealand for that full year. I mean, we probably had
Mhm.
the height of restrictions, so didn't really do anything in 2020, and then decided to start taking it more seriously in like 22, end of 21, and then
Nice.
shit got crazy.
Tell us a little bit about your biggest wins, your biggest accolades and stuff like that.
Um, I guess the biggest kind of noted one is the Axel world record that I share with Grace and Tony, which is really cool. Um, I've always been kind of gifted overhead. Um, like dumbbell, I absolutely love dumbbell. And it is on my scorecard to go for that world record next year. Um,
Hell yeah.
and I do want the log world record. I do. I really want it.
Hell yeah. What
Um,
is the log world record for the lightweights for under 64s?
so the last one that I can find is Kate at 101. The
Mm,
last like in competition. Um, but then I saw it written somewhere. It might be 103.
right.
I'm not fully sure because I mean our records that have been done like prior to like 3 years ago aren't like hugely documented. So trying to
Yeah.
so I mean the world record is going to be like 105 to 110, which I
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
there's quite a few.
You've got that. You've got that.
Oh, not just me.
Hell yeah. What's the dumbbell world record for under 64s?
64. 64
64,
kilos.
is it?
Yeah.
Fucking
That
hell.
was
I don't know why I thought it was going to be heavier than that.
I'm pretty sure it's still 64. Diana did it at the Arnold 2 years ago. I want to
Yeah.
say 2 years ago. Um, but I mean, like Rosie and I have got like a racy to it going on.
Yeah.
Um, but with what we're pushing now, I reckon it's going to be like high 60s. And if some of us put our heads down, bum up, I reckon we could hit 70.
Oh yeah, definitely hit 70. And what's the Axel world record that you hold now? What's that?
That's 103 and a half.
Fucking hell. That's absolutely solid, that like, isn't
It
it?
was it was a good day. The next jump
It
was,
was
I think the next jump went to like 107 because that was the 73s.
Mm.
and none of us hit that. But by that point, I was like, cool. I don't want to do it again.
Nah, who cares? You got it. Who cares? Take it and leave. Absolutely. It was that. That was at the Chaos Classic, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was where you were commentating.
Yeah, I know. I remember it. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I remember this.
That was a wild day. That was so good.
Yeah, it was a well good day. That was a well good day. Right. Well, let's crack into the podcast then, shall we? So, what has been your strong woman high, Meg?
Um, Athletically, like strong woman wise, probably the Shaw this year. Um, More from a point of like it's the first time that I have set a game plan, executed it, and it's just gone the way it should. Um, Normally there is at least one event where normally it's the first event, where I have a bit of a wobbly. So this was the first one where I've actually just like set myself the game plan and stuck to it. No matter how frustrated or like I don't know, like out of sorts you can get. Just didn't really let anyone get in my way, which was yeah, it was good.
Nice. Yeah. How was the Shaw Classic? It looked like a cool comp. I didn't really keep up to date with much of it, but give us a little rundown of the Shaw Classic.
Show classic, so 3 days, um, three events, day one, two, day two, two, day three. Um,
Fuck.
the events were good. The events were good. It was great to be with the girls, like the 64s. I like to say we're the most feral of the weight classes. Um, we're always up to something. Like there's always someone doing something, which makes
Yeah.
it really fun, and it's always good to be around. Um, Justin and Katie Manning from Iron Titan ran the like our side of things away from the strongest man on earth, and it was flawless from their point of view. Like the attention to the athletes from them, the way it was run, like any questions that we had, and I mean they were part of my first ever international. So competing in Colorado again was kind of like a coming home for me. Like I saw people for the first time in 3 years, and they saw me when I was like the quiet, like into myself, shit scared little Meg. And then now they're like, look at you. You've completely changed, but you're the same person, but you've just changed. You've just realized what you're capable of. Um, the
Yeah.
only shit thing about the show was every day started at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh,
8 o'clock.
early start that.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're putting up a max log at 8 o'clock in the morning, um, yeah,
No.
that was interesting. But I mean, we were like done by midday every day, so you could go hang out, check out Colorado. Well, we were in Loveland, but you know.
Yeah. That I don't mind that too much. If comps start early, as long as they finish early as well. If you're dragging me out for the full day, like, nah, not interested. But it is an early start, that one. Did you get to do the big chest press thing that they always have?
No, but we had the
Oh.
only thing that we had that kind of transferred over to the bigger guys was we had their like hoist. So it was an arm over arm
Oh
pole,
yeah.
and it was these like vintage engines. And that was pretty cool. It's probably one of the most like polished pieces of equipment I've ever used. Um,
Yeah.
the only issue I did have with that is my you usually get someone to feed the rope for you. My guy got a little bit frazzled because I ran in and my way of doing it is I'll always straddle the rope and it'll go under my knee. I've got knee
Yeah.
sleeves on. It's fine. And he was like trying to like unloop it around my leg and then at one point was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, just pull it.
Oh no. I feel like that's a really hard event to do, surely, as well, because it wasn't like a pull, was it? It was like a hoist, so you're going upwards. So the minute you like lose any traction of it, does it like slip back?
No, so this thing was I don't even know what you would call it. So when you pulled, it would like click, 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 and it would stick.
Oh yeah, like a winch.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, like a winch. So when you
That makes
did
sense.
go to regrip, it was hanging there, so that was pretty alright.
Yeah, I feel like there would be a lot of safety concerns if it wasn't that. That's a fair point. Surely
Yeah.
there's a winch. Otherwise, it's just dragging you into the air, isn't it?
Yeah, at one point they just had like hammers and chisels because the 105 guys had like broken the winch, and there was just like
Oh no.
four guys on a ladder just like smacking this thing, and I was like, "This is osh. This is just like I don't want to watch."
That's proper strongman, that isn't it? Though fixing the fucking equipment with hammers,
Oh,
like it's all right, guys. We've got this.
yeah,
Just hammer it a bit. It'll be
we'll
fine.
just bash it. It's fine. It's what we do.
Yeah, the way to fix anything, hit it with a hammer. Solid use in life, I reckon.
Always. It's either that or kick it.
Yeah, yeah, give it a little boot. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. The Shore Classic always looks like so much fun. Is it an expensive comp to do? Because I've never like done it or looked into it or anything.
Very expensive. Yeah.
Oh,
Um, US dollars, if I remember rightly, it's probably like $280.
that
So
is quite. You're looking at OSG prices there, then pretty much, aren't you?
it's pretty much on par, maybe just a little bit cheaper than OSG, but very expensive. Um, for the
Just say it.
yeah, pretty much. Very expensive for what the athletes got back. As I say, like
Right.
Katie and Justin, amazing. But it was Iron Titan does Show Classic. It was literally
Yeah.
no involvement from the other side, other than like their team were doing the equipment and stuff, and like TJ from Evolution Athletics, Show Strength, can't speak highly enough of him. Um, but it really just felt like you were kind of like second rate. At the end of
Yeah. To the pro
us
show.
meeting, it was like you were getting shuffled out, and some of the pros were walking in. And I mean, like you talk about chips on shoulders. Like some of these guys are walking in thinking they're God's gift. I'm like, mate, you're about to come dead last.
Yeah, not a flex.
Wow. Like don't come in here and like just because you're now getting like paid to be at shows, like don't shit on the rest of us. Especially
Yeah, everyone had to start here. Everyone's had to start here. You've got to remember that.
yeah, but also when you're walking past the 64-kilo women, we're stronger than you pound for pound. I've said that before. And I think it also got edited out of my like chaos content before the classic because I went hard on it, and it was like, oh, you might ruffle a few feathers there. And I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't go on about that, should I? But like,
Well, it's not getting edited out of this one, mate.
yeah, you look at the numbers though. There's like 64-kilo women, like majority of the top 10 in the world. Sorry, that's my pressure cooker going off. I'm making yogurt. Uh,
Nice.
my life. Um, like the top 10 in the world in 64s can all pull 500 plus pounds,
Mm,
which is 227 kilos.
yeah.
So that's like almost four times body weight. I'm like, all right, cool. So how many of you big guys can do that? Oh, wait, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I think pound for pound, especially when you start looking at the lightweight class, they are like you're just so strong, pound for pound compared to any of the other classes for sure. It's absolutely mental. Like always, the top 10 at OSG is just insane in the 64s, and it's always a mad battle as well. Like, seems like there's so many absolutely like so strong under 64-kilo women at the moment in there.
I love it. Every year it's a dogfight. Every year.
Yeah,
And
every year it's a dogfight.
like not in a bad way. Like it's great. It's so good. To like be there with other people that are on the same like lost me word. I don't know, the same streak as you. Um, and
Yeah,
there's never one person now that is like, oh, I'm gonna run away with this. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah, 100%.
fast and it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's really competitive.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely love that. Going back to the Shaw Classic then. So did you what was the prize pot? Was there a prize pot for like the amateurs or like what did you win? Did you get anything cool?
Yeah, so prize pot winning was 3,000 US. So that's a
Oh,
good.
that's a fucking nice one.
That's a good. That's a good. So like when I say like not much for the athletes, I don't mean in that kind of way. I mean like experience wise,
Yeah.
because obviously winning money is a privilege, um, one that I'm very thankful I work hard for, and that's the type of thing that I can get back. I'm not gonna do this for money because it doesn't equal out. Um,
No.
and I got it's called a nice rock. I don't know if like the advertising and stuff has made it over to the UK yet, but it's basically this massive, it's about this big, um, like contraption that cools down. So it gets
Wow.
so cold. So basically they've gone with the science of like, when you're overheating or when you're putting your body to redline, the best way to aid recovery through comp or whatever is to cool your body down. So this thing's got like metal plates on the side. You put your hands on it when it's really cold. So cold. Um, and I think they were retailing them for like $1,200.
Fucking hell, so you won one of them as well?
I did. I did. It's in the
Mental.
cupboard.
Absolutely mental. It's in the cupboard. It's in the cupboard. Gets some use
I'm
sometimes.
pointing over here.
That 1,200 quid the rock over there. That's mad.
Look, Tyler runs at like 5 million degrees. I'm a lightweight. My hands are always cold.
Yeah, you
So you can hear
always
him walking
freezing.
around
I
the
know.
house and he thinks, "Mm." He's just got this rock in his hands. Even me.
Yeah, I do feel like I've lost a bit of weight recently, and I feel like I'm just cold all the time at the moment. It fucking sucks. Because I was always a really hot person, like always boiling hot, and now I'm sort of turned into a cold person, and I'm like, I hate this. This is so much worse.
Yeah, it's like my hands and my feet are always cold because I got terrible blood pressure. But I know when I'm really cold because your nose goes cold. And that's normally a sign
Mm,
where like my weight is dropping for competition if my nose goes cold by like 5:30 at night. I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah.
we're on track.
Everything's working well. Perfect. Oh, class. Have you got any other strong woman highs then, other than the Shaw Classic?
Um, Chaos from a personal point was a huge high for me. I don't know if you remember my crazy family. Um,
Yeah.
so it was like my mum, my dad, my stepmom, my sister, my two nephews were there, and you couldn't hear anybody else. You could just hear the Scottish accents in the room screaming. And because I started this living in New Zealand, that was the first time that they had seen me compete in person. But it was also the first time that my mum hasn't complained about me doing Strongwoman. She's always going like, "It's not ladylike. You shouldn't be. I'm scared. Oh, oh." Um, and she was the one like screaming, "Faster, let's go!" Until I think there was like two events. I think one of them was deadlift, and another one where she took herself outside. She was like, "It's just I'm too stressed. I think someone's gonna hurt themselves." Here's me getting my like suit on strap. And I had to tell my parents beforehand. I was like, "I will pass out. Like, don't worry,
Pre warning.
don't worry. Like, I've been training in this gym. The boys who are like helping out with the comp, they know what to do. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't scream, mother." What happened when I passed out? Ah, woman.
Standard mums, that though. Standard mums. In it.
Absolutely. You can literally prepare them for anything and still they're gonna like uh,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah. I mean, coming forth at my first worlds was pretty astonishing for me too. Going in being
Some
like,
fucking
"What
goings.
finals? I want to compete for 3 days." And then yeah, coming in fourth was it was wild. Wild. Very fun.
That is crazy. What year was that?
23. Yeah. So I've gone fourth in 23, second last year. It's coming
Hmm?
off.
On for a win maybe this year. Very exciting. What have
We
you got
got
lined up now then between now and Worlds? Have you got any other comps or are you
I've
just gone in for Worlds now?
got Pro Strongman League next weekend. So what day are we
Hell
on?
yeah.
We're on Wednesday. So 10 days. And PSL
Sweet.
is my favorite comp of the year, normally. It's curated amount of people. It's a very small, like intimate show. Tyler puts a lot of effort in to make sure the athletes feel like valued and looked after. I mean, he certainly didn't do that with the events this year. Um,
You don't have any
Oh,
sway with
that's
that as
so
well, being like, here, come on.
bad.
What do you mean? Get them events on track. You've got insider knowledge here now. Come on.
He sends me like his they hadn't posted like the final draft of the event, and he just sent me this ominous, I hope you like duck walk. It's like
Oh
it's
no, no one likes
75
duck walk.
seconds of duck walk, sandbag to shoulder, duck walk back. There's another sandbag to shoulder. Oh wait, you still got time? Duck walk again.
Oh no, that's awful. That. How's he come up with that? It's like the worst combo of events ever. That.
Oh, it's so gross. But it's also in like a cute little town called Roanoke,
Oh nice.
for the second year, which is like just outside of Salem. So it's got like cool, like Sleepy Hollow-esque vibes, really good pizza. Um, it's just really cute. It's my favorite comp. And
Hell
then
yeah, that sounds so exciting.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I feel like PSL's one that I've never competed at PSL yet, but it feels like one that I just keep hearing all the time at the moment, and no one has anything bad to say about it. Like it's always got like such good reviews, and I think that might have to be my goal next year, maybe a little PSL trip.
Honestly, if you can swing it, I'd do it. It's
Yeah,
it's one of the best experiences, and it's just yeah, it's just so different to anything else you do because there's generally no other weight class like running through. So it's all about you guys, and like
yeah.
not in like an egotistical way, but like it's all about you guys. The the thought and the focus is on you, so your events are going to run smoothly. The only difference that people struggle with is it is so fast.
I see. I'm sold on that though. I fucking love a fast comp. Me, get them done in 3 hours. Fuck, if I'm spending more than 3 hours at a comp, I'm bored. I'm done. I don't care anymore. Like I want to be in and out in 3 hours. I don't want it to take a full day. I want it to be part of my day,
Yeah,
not the whole thing.
but then also like when you get a little bit older, it's nice because your body doesn't catch up like by event three
Yeah,
because you're just slamming it
get
against the wall.
You're like you're not even giving it a chance to recover. You're like, shut up, nope, not time yet. Couple more hours. We're nearly done. It's
What more
over.
can
Don't
you?
worry about it. Absolutely not. I what another selling point for me PSL is always the swag bag. People, so many people have mentioned this to me and been like, "Yeah, there's some hella swag you can get from there," and I'm like, that sells me every time. I love a bit of free shit, me. Love it.
Oh yeah, we're super lucky this year as well. All of I might not be quite right, but I'm pretty sure all of the classes and all of the PSL competitions um are sponsored by Notorious Lift. So we're all getting Notorious Lift shoes.
Yeah, I heard this. Everyone got the trainers. I'm so jealous. I just want a pair of fucking trainers.
What? Okay. Does this have have we made it? Have we made it? Well,
Yeah,
we've made it.
that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Definitely. If we're getting free trainers given out, then for fucking sure. And as well, PSL, you don't pay to compete, do you?
No, no entry fees.
Which is mad. Like that is something I think in strongman that's like very much been missed so far is the not paying an entry fee because like it's fucking expensive. Like we just said about the Shaw Classic, like $280 to do that. Like fucking hell, imagine if you did the Shaw Classic, OSG, like all these other comps in a year, you could spend easily upwards of £1,000 just entering comps,
Yeah.
not actually like getting anything, just entering them.
Like not even to mention travel and how expensive travel.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
I'm very lucky now that I live in the US, but like when I was living in New Zealand, every trip was at least 3,500.
Yeah.
And then you got to do entry fees for comps, and it's like, oh, I've got to convert that because the New Zealand dollar is weak as all, um, and it costs you so much more.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
it's
can finish
crazy, in it?
definitely do PSL. It's
Yeah.
definitely one of a kind.
Hell yeah. Well, this is I think I've made a bit of a plan for next year then. I'll be gunning for that invite. But like, Tyler, do you know who I am? Hello.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's in Virginia Beach again, which is so cool. Like doing comps.
That Virginia Beach one was so cool. It looks
Yeah.
absolutely mint this year.
Did you watch any of the Santa Monica Classic?
I watched a little bit of it, yeah, because my coach Molly was competing in it. That also looked like a really cool comp as well.
That's on my game card for next year. Like if I won't
Hmm.
completely break down after what I've put myself through this year, I'd love to. Like the boardwalk and the views. Like I don't really care about the competition. I just think it's a cool venue.
Hell yeah. And also just like being like near the fun fair bit on the boardwalk. Fucking hell, I'll be on the rides, me. Fuck the comp. I'll just be having a like blast, me. Feels like a Jersey Shore type thing. I'll be smashed.
You just have like a margarita just wandering around.
Hell yeah, wandering around. They'll be like, Becca, you need to come do your log press. I'll be on the fucking Ferris wheel with my margarita, like, give me a second.
Nah, fuck.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely fucking class. Yeah, I'm sold.
Right.
Right, well let's move on and ruin the good vibes then, shall we? And let's do your strong woman low.
Ooh. Um, I guess like I haven't had a a low in the way of like an experience in the sport. So per se. My low definitely came last year, in the run up to OSG. I had a lot of shit going on personally, and like the gym used to be like where you go to escape and stuff, but it was so punishing getting ready for OSG. I dropped a fair amount of weight. I was probably sitting at like 64 kilos in the run up to OSG, which is not
Fuck.
normal for me. Like I'm not huge. I sit at 67, but that extra little bit just it just knocked me. Like I wasn't sleeping, couldn't eat. Um, and it's probably the lowest that my mental health got in a long time, which really
Yeah.
impacts how I felt about myself in the sport as well. Um, it was also about the time where, like, I mean, there had been a bit of a shift and a lot of shit going on in strongman, um, a lot in my weight class as well, and it just like knocked me. And I went into OSG with my head down, didn't feel like I even belonged there. And then the nail in the coffin was absolutely bombing event one.
Oh no. Fucking nightmare.
But I mean, like, I'm pretty sure. I think it was like an eight-way tie for like I think it was third, maybe fourth. I'd have to look back at the scorecard. But it was like an eight-way tie because we all were like warming up out back, and it was great. Feels amazing. Whoa, awesome! Get out there, and it's the bar toss logs, um, which have narrower handles and they're heavier in the chest. So we didn't have one to warm up on.
Yeah.
We're all going out, and I was like, oh, I actually feel okay. Like this could go to plan. Nah, those logs are horrid. I hate them.
Awful.
I literally came off of there and did I have a lever belt on? I'm pretty sure I had a lever belt on. And what do you do when you're mad and you're a strong man? You take your belt off, down the
Sling
old
it.
tunnel, and here's Tyler trying to be nice to me. And me, I was like, don't talk to me. Which took me like a solid 5 minutes. But like day one, then just went to shit. My mental health was so bad that day one just went to shit for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to make finals this year and I don't care. Which was
Oh god.
a bit dramatic on my part. But yeah, that time of year just kind of, it seemed that there was a shift in the 64s. Um,
Mm.
and a lot of people, like, we used to be this really close knit in each other's pockets, in each other's inboxes every single day, and it kind of blew apart. Uh,
Mm.
and I felt like we lost that sense of family. Like everyone had always felt
Yeah.
like family, and it just became quite isolating, quite lonely. Um, Especially when, like my sport was the happy part of my life, apart from my dog.
Yeah.
But that was my happy place, and it wasn't like it just completely flipped. Um,
Yeah.
I
It's
shrugged.
always hard, I think, when like stuff changes as well, doesn't it? Like I know I think this a lot of the time where you think like you're in a moment in time and you're like, oh fucking hell, like everyone around me is so sound, like we've got such a good little crew, like everything's going really well. And then something just changes and it shifts and like that's just how life is, isn't it? Like stuff changes, things are different sometimes, like people move on, don't they? And like suddenly you're in a bit of a like, oh no, like I like those days. I'm not sure about these ones now. Like, no, no, bring that back, and you
Oh,
just
and go back.
can't,
Yeah,
can you? You've got to create like a new fucking like setup and a new little crew and all that sort of stuff. But that change, I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. I mean, do you find that maybe your autism makes that harder to deal with, or not so much?
fully, fully, because it's hard for me to make connections. I'm also really bad at like holding them together. Um, because I can forget that anyone else exists, and not in like a fuck you, I'm gonna forget you exist. Literally, if I haven't spoken to someone in 48 hours or they haven't popped up on social media or whatever that you literally just don't exist in my brain. But when you've got these relationships that, I've put the mental work into remembering to like nurture those relationships, and they felt really good and really safe and really secure, and then it just all melted away. And it was kind of like almost the autistic part of routine where it would be like, you'd send a message to someone knowing that, on Thursday they do this thing, or, they're struggling with deadlifts and deadlifts on Tuesday. So you would send them that message, and then it's like, oh, so I won't send that. And it's like, okay, all right. And as someone
Yeah.
who's always like primarily trained alone, my, I guess, online friends, because I only see them twice a year, became that kind of support network.
Hmm.
And then my poor coach, when that all fell to shit, my poor coach he gets all the messages.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a funny going on. What do you think was like the? Do you think it was just the prep for OSG that sort of like was bringing you down, or was there other stuff going on as well? Because I know a lot of OSG preps are horrific for people, aren't they? Because it's so heavy now, like, and the toll that that takes on your body, especially if you're doing it for long periods of time. I know some people do like 12, 14 week preps
Oh,
for
yeah.
OSG, and you're like, mate, you're gonna die. Like,
Mm.
you can't uphold that level of commitment at those weights for that amount of time.
I had an absolute shitstorm of a personal life. Um,
That
like,
never helps.
yeah, everything possible, set on fire, whether I had set it on fire or other things had set it on fire. Oh, like just, just,
Just
I
some
was like,
dramas.
just holy dolly. Like by the point we got to OSG, I was working 3 jobs, um, and I had two very active dogs. I've got pointers. So, I'm walking 5 to 10 kilometers a day with them. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm trying to train. I'm pummeling myself into the ground. And it was kind of one of those periods of time where no matter what you do, nothing seems to go right. No
Yeah,
matter how many good vibes you put out, you just keep getting shit on.
yeah,
Um, and like when the problem with me when I go towards like that kind of like burnout esque, my body starts to shut down. So
Mm.
like autoimmune disorders. I've got my hands are all crooked and cracked because I've got arthritis and like literally my body balloons up. So my knees swell to the point where I can't bend them properly. I posted about it last week. I was like, give me your funny tales that you're going into a flare. Literally, like a raccoon band of my face just peels and cracks and bleeds. I had one of the worst. I thought it was an allergic reaction. Like my eyes were swollen shut for 2 days. Um, and it was literally just like chronic stress is ruining your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But don't you love when a doctor is like, have you tried just not stressing?
Well, cured. Yes.
Oh my God, give me a cup of tea. I'm sorted.
Thanks for telling me, mate. Fucking hell, yeah. I'll just not be stressed, shall I?
Yeah.
That'll just work. Yeah, perfect. So, corner turned. Brilliant.
I think combining all of that, I'm pretty good at compartmentalizing, but all of that plus the like pressure I was putting on myself to perform at OSG, like I felt
Mm.
like there was a pressure on me, whether I was causing that myself or it was from like external. I felt like there was this huge pressure on my shoulders to do well at OSG, and none of my training was going good. Like, uh, we normally do like try and do like an 8 week prep into OSG, and I mean I only do the events for the last four-ish, because otherwise I hate it. But
Yeah.
by that point, I'd only just gotten out of a moon boot, and I'd been in a moon boot for 4.5 months, and I was like trying to learn how to run again, trying to learn how to like turn, and it was just like I'd do one day of events, and then I had to sit with my fucking moon boot back on, my foot up.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do it. But it
No.
was.
No.
It all went well.
Terrible. I was gonna say, yeah, but you made it. What did you think was the turning point? Did you have the turning point at OSG, or was it like afterwards where you sort of were like, right, life is back on track again?
Um, for the competition itself, I had a really stern talking to with myself, and basically was like, "You're acting like a child." Um, reminded myself how much of a privilege it is to actually be able to be at OSG and compete. And I was like, the way that I acted after the log, throwing my belt, storming around, being a shithead, basically, is everything I hate about the sport. I hate that. That's not me. I'm never that person. I'm the one in the background where in my first OSG, my mother messaged me because Holly and I were in the tunnel waiting for an event and we were dry humping to music. And that's me. There is quite literally, there's
Yeah.
some like old strongman vlogger. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. And Holly is literally bent over in front of me and I'm giving it like big licks. And all I heard from behind me was, "Excuse me, miss." And I turned around and there was this like Goliath of a man and his camera. And I was like, oh, fuck. Sorry.
Oopsie.
Yeah. So yeah, I told myself
Oopsie daisy.
stop being an asshole and enjoy. And like in talking with like Tyler and my coach, and he was like, number one, give yourself a fucking break. This year has not been easy. Riddled with injury, all the shit going on. Just enjoy it. Like you do best when you're being stupid and enjoying yourself. So the next day, I walked in and I was blaring Whitney Houston, "I Want to Dance with Somebody." And that song
Hell
stayed
yeah.
on repeat because we weren't allowed music in like the warm up area and stuff. So here's me just like standing with my phone, just being like, "I want to dance with somebody," all day. And that was it. Turned around. Um,
Perfect.
yeah, pretty grand. The rest of it, I just had to like work some shit out, uh, do some adult stuff.
Fair.
Yeah, and then all kind of came good again. And I got off the horrible like anxiety meds I was on. Great.
Hell yeah. I love that. I think just like you said, like mindset sometimes is all it needs to be. Like you saying, taking yourself off and having a stern word with yourself. Like I've done this before as well, where I'm like, you're at your best when you're having fun, and if you're not having fun, just fuck off. And I've literally given myself ultimatums at comp where I'm like, well, if you're going to be a bellend, you have to leave, and I'm like, I don't want to leave, and then I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll be nice. I'll enjoy myself. I promise. It's like having an argument with yourself, basically, aren't you?
Isn't it funny? We turn into like our mums from when we were kids. If you're not going to behave, we're going to go home. You'll sit in the car.
Yeah. Literally it, innit? It's all that parenting, that fucking late 90s parenting, all coming back.
You're just like standing in a corner talking to yourself. You've got the hand raised. There's no one in front of you. It's just at yourself. And you're like,
Yeah, you're ready to go. You're like, you one more fucking word, you're gonna get it.
three.
No, I'm sorry. Hilarious. Yeah, I fucking love that. Class. Right, well let's go on then, because I feel like you're gonna have some good advice. So what would you say to yourself then when you first started the sport?
Chill out. Enjoy it. Like, just enjoy it. I am the type of person that if I'm going to do something, I need to do it well. And I need to like know everything about it and be good, essentially. And I deprived myself of so many good experiences by focusing on that, by
Yeah,
being uptight and worrying about what other people were doing. And, someone talked shit about me. Who cares? Enjoy it.
yeah,
Be in your own little bubble. Find your people. Doesn't matter what you're good at and what you're not good at, as long as you are pushing forward for yourself.
yeah. 100%. Yeah, I like that. I think it is super important. We say it all the time on the podcast. Like, literally, if you this is a sport for fun. Like, it's a hobby for all of us. None of us are getting paid. None of us are making enough money to make a living out of it. Like, and if you're not enjoying it and you don't enjoy doing it, then why are you doing it? Like,
Yeah.
find something else. There's so many things out there you could be doing.
Mhm. And it's like everything else in life. And I remind myself about this continually. Like, no matter what you do in sport, you're dispensable. Like, no one's going to give a shit if you quit and go into the shadows. Like,
Yeah,
we're not, and I feel like maybe a couple of people won't like what I'm about to say, but like, no one cares. We're not in a big sport. Even you look at like Olympians when they retire, no one gives a fuck.
yeah,
No one cares. Like, no one cares when the
100%.
big boys retire. There's gonna be someone to fill your shoes. So
Yeah.
get your head out your ass and build a better deadlift, not an ego.
Yeah. Yeah, love that. Love that. That's a great little piece of advice there. Build a bigger deadlift, not a bigger ego. You should get that on a t-shirt.
Make it my new tagline.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I feel like a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah, it's just I hate social media, right? I absolutely hate it. And it's basically one big pissing competition. And that's what a lot of this sport has turned into. Like,
Mm,
I'm very lucky that I now have two full-time sponsors. Um, like very blessed to have that. And you've got to post like a certain amount for that. But I've in the past had people like reach out to me to work alongside their brand and then be like, oh, but you need to start posting this. Oh, but can you, I had one telling me, can you wear more makeup? No. Why?
mm. It's not
Oh,
my brand.
yeah.
My brand
We'll,
is
we'll
no
send
makeup.
you these grunge bum leggings. Here's some photos of how we want you to pose. Number one, get your little cheese wire out my butt. Number two, no. Like, I'm there. We're in this like likes and clicks period of time where like you don't actually know who's real and who's not.
Yeah.
You go to competitions and you think that these people are really lovely because what they post on social media is really lovely and they turn out to be fucking dicks.
Yeah. Yeah, social media is a weird one because I admit all the time I've got an Instagram addiction. Like I can't stop myself. I'm just completely obsessed with it. But it just overtakes your life sometimes, and you like it isn't real. None of it, nothing that is on there is real. Like fucking hell, if the internet went down tomorrow, like what would you do? Like all of that is gone. Like it's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, a lot of people put so much of their life into it. Like I'm guilty of that. My entire life is on Instagram. Like,
Oh,
and if
I'm
it
I'm
left
not saying
tomorrow,
I'm
I'd be
guilty of it
so
too.
depressed.
I'm guilty of it too. But I mean, mine's mostly me posting about food.
Yeah, you are a big foodie though, aren't you? Where's the whole foodie thing come from?
See, a lot of people have said that. They're like, "Where does it come from?" I'm a trade qualified chef. Um,
Hell yeah.
and like I worked in hospitality for 15 years between, like creating wine lists and cocktails or menu consultation. I had a meal prep business when I lived in Sydney. Um, I've always been about food, but I've just never really had the time or n- been with someone who gave a shit about food as well.
Mm,
Um, so like now I've got the time, I've got the means. Why not? Like
yeah,
literally,
hell yeah.
why not? What else am I gonna do? Read my book
Well,
more?
100%, yeah, you might as well. Like, I would love to have more time to do food stuff. My biggest problem is that I hate cooking, but that's mainly because I hate washing up. Like, I just hate the whole. There's too much rigmarole with it. If I can make everything in one pan, I will, regardless of if that
Oh,
means that. Yeah, if it makes it if it means that everything is slightly worse than it would be if I did it in multiple pans, I don't care. I'd sacrifice that just for the one pan so that I don't have to wash anything up. My husband fucking hates it. He gets really annoyed about it.
I
But
love a
like,
one-hand
I
wonder.
just I'm too lazy.
It's whatever you're kind of passionate about, I guess. Like
Yeah.
I'm passionate about food, especially living in the US where everything has 5 million preservatives and
Yeah.
everything has the word enriched on the front, which means that it has like folic acid and maybe vitamin E. That there's at least two compounds that go into everything. Um, I'm like, no, I don't want that in my life. So
No.
yeah, it takes me like a little bit longer to do things, but I've also become a bit of a doomsday prepper where I've got like a 10 kilo bucket of rice from Costco and like a 10 kilo bucket of flour. I love it.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
all about it.
Hell yeah.
Apart from mandolins because I lost the tip of my finger. Oh, I can't do that.
Oh no, I don't like mandolin. Mandolins are scary. Mandolin for me is in the same bracket as like a ham slicer. Like, I just wouldn't touch because I know I'm gonna fuck myself up with it. Like, just too stupid to use something like that. Die.
I'm normally pretty good, and it's got like a little safety thing for it. But I was doing stuff that are like little cylinders. And I was like, I'm good, I'm fine. And Tyler's working from home, so he's across the bench. So I was just like, lighting it off. Blood.
Nah, terrible. I hate that. Well, while we're on the topic of doomsday, then let's move on to the final part of the podcast and do the silly goose section.
Ooh.
Silly goose. It's silly goose time where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly goose. It's silly goose time where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's silly goose time.
So, uh, just because we're already talking about doomsday, are you a doomsday prepper? Do you believe that the world is going to end?
Um, I don't believe that the world is going to end. I do believe that whether in our lifetime or in our kids' or grandkids' lifetime, shit's gonna get bad, worse. Um,
Yeah.
I'm a technophobe for one. Like, I hate technology. I hate it. I hate the fact that we're so reliant on it, and AI scares the shit out of me.
Mm,
Scares me. Like, there's obviously been a lot going on in the US in the last week. Um, and there's been like thousands of AI generated clickbait articles to like stir up shit, basically.
yeah.
And then there's all these like pictures and you're like, is that really, is it, or is it AI? But you're not gonna know soon. And I'm like, I don't.
No, I know. This is what scares me about it. I was never a big scaremonger with AI at first because I used it a bit for uni and I used it to write risk assessments and shit like that. Because fuck me,
Oh,
that makes it so much easier. Like, oh my god, AI for that, game changer. You want me to write a bit of a policy document? Fucking no bother, mate. I'll do it.
yes,
I'll do it in fucking 5 minutes. Bang, sorted.
yeah.
But the other day, I'm sure I was watching a video or something, or someone had sent me a video, and I was like, that doesn't look fucking real. I was like, nah, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You know, when you're like, AI started to trick me, like, oh my god, I'm as bad as Facebook mums now. Like, I can't tell what's real or what's not on the internet anymore. And then I seen a reel that was like a guy having an existential crisis because he'd accidentally thought something was real and it wasn't. It was AI, and I was like, that's me. I'm having an existential crisis now because I can't tell what's real or what's not, and like that is genuinely quite scary. Like, none of the information we now have at our fingertips at all times might not be real anymore. And that's just horrifying.
Like, it's just, yeah, the whole thing scares me. Even like how people Google everything now. Like, you don't
Oh,
look
yeah.
anything up anymore. Like, what's the point? I can just pick up my phone and Google, I don't know, what time is it in Mexico? Oh, fucking hell. I tried to think of something big to say, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it's the availability of information, isn't it? Like, literally, when we've been like doing bits of renovation on the house and stuff, and we were like, oh, fuck, we should be able to tile the kitchen. And I was like, just YouTube it, how to do tiling. Fucking there, bang, done.
Oh my
I'm a
god, I'm all
tiler,
for
and I'm like,
YouTube tutorials. Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
yeah, like I love it, but it's also terrifying because like we're just any information that you could ever need is now at your fingertips. But now also we run the risk of, is it real?
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Just constant existential. I feel like I'm having an existential crisis now just thinking about
I've got like a
it.
little, like, just under my sternums going like a little vibrate. It's like a little earthquake. That's generally where the anxiety starts. I feel like there's an earthquake. Um,
Oh no.
yeah, no, it like, I think there is going to be some sort of technological uprising. And no, I'm not saying
Yeah.
we're going to have like robots take over the world, but like rage bait from AI is a huge thing. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm on the same vibe as you. I think something is going to happen. I think it's going to be within our lifetime, but something's going to happen where the grid's going down. The grid's not keeping us safe. Like, the grid's going down at some point. We won't have internet or Wi-Fi or any of this bullshit or electricity soon. Like, you've got to get ready for it. Like, I'm big on doomsday prepping. I really like it.
I've
I'm
started,
a bit of a connoisseur of doomsday prepping.
I do love it. I've started canning. So like preserving things in jars. I'm obsessed. I water
Nice.
can everything. Like every time I've been making like a roast chicken in my instant pot every week, so I get heaps of chicken stock. I've got like 8 jars of chicken stock, shelf stable, jam,
For
shelf
years as
stable.
well.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
and I'm buying a pressure canner so that I can do it to meat as well, because you can pressure can meat.
Hell yeah.
So okay, maybe I
Absolutely.
am more of a doomsday prepper.
This is the thing. I feel like what we've like, especially our age generation, I feel like we're all sort of going the same way because we've been through the pandemic now. And I
Yes.
think before that, all of us were just like skirting. We were like, be alright, everything's fine, it's all good crack. And then you're like, oh no, this stuff can affect us quite heavily. And the government sort of decides what we do all of the time. And I don't know how I feel about that, and I don't really like it. And I think now a lot of us are sort of going, I just like to have a backup, just in case, just a bit of backup, just in case something goes wrong. It might not, but like,
Just in case.
doesn't hurt, does it?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I want a cow. Like, I want to start getting animals so that I can do all that shit myself as well. I've got
Hell yeah,
chickens, but they're sassy
hell
teenagers
yeah.
right now. So,
You need to get ducks. Ducks are the one, man.
oh,
Ducks are,
I had two
yeah.
ducks, and then we had the Great Raccoon Massacre of 2025.
Oh no,
Yeah. You want
bastards.
to know? Like, everyone thinks raccoons are really cute and all. Like, you see pictures of them, they're, oh, little cute, their little hands and little faces. No, they eat the heads.
Savages, yeah, they're like foxes, aren't they? They're like the UK version of foxes. Well, the US version of foxes.
And my ducks were like pristine, apart from the fact that they were missing their heads.
Yeah, I hate it when stuff does that. The stoats and weasels do that in the UK. They like take the heads, and I'm like, you bastards. At least if you're going to take the whole thing, then like at least I'm feeding the wildlife a little bit. I feel a bit better about it. But if you're just going to take, like the worst one is rats that'll just bite the neck. They don't even eat it. They just bite the neck and kill them. And I'm like, mate, rude. At least eat it. Like fucking hell, waste.
Waste. God,
Yeah,
I'm going
not about
to
that
be
life.
started on food waste and how it's
Well,
coming down of the wall.
well, that wasn't even a silly goose question, but I do actually have a silly goose. Do you have a silly goose question first of all that you would like to bring?
Oh no! Now I'm thinking about doomsday prepping. I'm thinking about
We've gone too far. The
Like
silly goose got too out of control too fast.
my brain doesn't have too many like pathways, and all of the pathways right now are thinking about number one, rats biting things. Doomsday prepping.
Rats suck.
I also will admit I really suck at like things off the top of my head. One of the things I don't have is like a vivid imagination.
That's okay.
I'm generally full of like stupid facts. Like, do you know which dinosaur is the dumbest?
The dumbest?
Mhm.
Which dinosaur is the dumbest? No, I don't. I didn't know any of them were dumb, to be honest. Wait a minute, though. I reckon it's the big tall ones with big long necks because they've not got very big heads, so I bet their brains aren't that big either.
But they're so cute. No,
They are cute.
Stegosaurus. So Stegosaurus, like body to brain size, their brain is the size of a walnut, an unshelled walnut. No, a shelled walnut, not unshelled.
No way. That's tiny, and they surely were huge.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't know, do we? T-Rex.
And now we can't believe anything is real anyway.
Nah, because AI's telling them.
Skeletons, we never know.
Do you know what? The fact that like majority of them are polymer made in museum, and they're like, well, it's for safety. Is it?
Is it?
Where's the real one?
Why are you not showing us the real dinosaurs? Where are the real dinosaurs now?
I really exposed myself, haven't I?
Like, crackhead behaviour. They think the world's going to end and they don't believe the dinosaurs are real. And AI's taken over. Oopsie.
I think the most worrying thing is the fact that my fork
nice little
coming out. Yeah.
We're just increasing the stress level of you by asking you silly goose questions. Oh, sorry, if everyone's listening to the podcast still, we had a little bit of a brief interruption there because AI decided to fight back and kicked Meg off the pod and then broke her computer.
They're fighting back, guys. They're fighting back.
Oopsie daisy. Well, right, quickly then. The silly goose question I had planned for you, it sort of ties in with everything. Would you rather eat forever with only a spoon or a fork?
Do I get to choose, like, which one? Like, do I get to choose how it feels? Or am I just given? That's a really autistic question. Do I get to choose the utensil?
Yeah, you can choose your favourite spoon or fork, but it is only one. And every meal, you can have knife, like if you need one, but it has to be either spoon or fork at all times.
I'd say a spoon, but so long as it has to be a little one.
Yeah, I think I would go spoon. I feel like more meals, you can eat more meals with a spoon than a fork.
I was thinking about, it's really weird. I was like, what could I tolerate, like, having to have in my mouth multiple times a day for the rest of my life? Like, what shape would be?
That's very fair. I just feel like for me, if I could never eat soup again, I would be sad.
Yeah.
So I would have to go spoon because like I could eat like chips or like a fucking steak with a spoon. It wouldn't be great, but like I could do it.
Yeah. But you can't you'd be like trying to skip it to the edge of the. I mean,
fork.
That was so. I'm
The
thinking
only
about
bad thing would be spaghetti. Spaghetti would fucking suck to try and eat with just a spoon and a knife. That would be terrible.
I feel like you'd have to just go like and eat like a dog in a bowl.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you can't use your hands, so you could just like fuck all your
Oh
utensils off and
no!
just eat your hands.
Can
The autism won't allow that.
you imagine trying to eat spaghetti with your hands? You'd be like, it'd be everywhere. Like, I'd have to be eating it next to the sink so that I could like wash my hands off every time.
I'm sort of thinking of like I'd just scoop it like that into my mouth, like that. That's how I would eat spaghetti with my hands.
I mean, look, I can pull one out and to make sure that it's cooked properly. I just don't think I could touch it for that extended period of time. It'd probably ruin spaghetti for me for the rest of my life.
Never be able to eat spaghetti again. Well, that was my silly goose. At least AI's allowed us to have that one.
Thank you,
doesn't matter,
AI.
that one. Thanks, AI overlords. We're sorry. We're sorry about before. We didn't mean it.
I didn't mean what I said. Dead.
We all did. Right. Well, that's been a great podcast. Thank you so much, Meg. Is there anything that you would like to final words for the podcast, or plug, or shout out, or where can people find you? All that sort of stuff.
I guess the easiest place to find me is Instagram. I'm still What Meg Does. Watch VSL, tune in. The more people watching the live streams means the more can be put into the competitions coming up. Sign yourself up for next year. Do a qualifier. Just push it on Tyler's plate. I'll push it on Tyler's plate too. Also, his name isn't really Tyler. It's his middle name.
Oh my god. A podcast first. What's his real name? Are you allowed to say his real name, or is no one allowed to know that?
I'm going to tell everyone. His real name is Zachary.
Zachary. Zachary Tyler Davies. He's going to be.
Oh, no, not my husband. Tyler Purdue. PSL.
Oh, Purdue. Oh,
no, his name is Tyler.
I was going to say. Hang on.
Just an patch. No, Tyler Purdue, PSL. Apart from that, I mean, we're running a comp, but that's Alabama based. That's deep south. Yeah. If you're in the sport, just keep chugging.
Hell yeah. We love it.
That's all we can do.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for being on the pod, Meg. It has been a pleasure. I feel like I've lost all my words. Maybe this is AI just trying to overwrite my brain. Fuck. We need to go. This is too much now.
Well, thanks for having me. I've had fun. Even though I can't construct sentences myself now. I'm just fully like
We're all done. It's over. Thank you very much for listening, everybody, and we will see you all on the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Strongwoman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram. Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strong Woman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strong Woman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strong Woman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!